This is a Chatwood Invincible. There we go. All right, well, that was fun. Now that it's over, I can say it was fun. I want to give a big thanks to Trevor77 for sending this lock to me. That was very generous. Greatly appreciate the opportunity to pick this lock. And big congrats to Tony Sand for being the first one to pick this lock. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get anything out of here. Whoop, I got that out. All right, so it's fully open. Let's see if this thing will lock back up. All right, well, it's not wanting to. There we go. All right, let's get this thing gutted. First, let me show that the key still works. Well, that comes off of there. All right. If I can do this, keep it all lined up. So this up here is the blocker. If you tension the bolt, so it's kind of like a NATO Mercy. It's not wanting to come down there. So if you tension the bolt, that will go down there and block it. It's doing that because of the angle that I'm pushing it at. There we go. So obviously can't pick it that way. You gotta, what I did was put compression on the levers to try to hold them in place, and then just a little bit of tension, because if you use too much, blocker's going to drop down. Well, I'm going to try my best to break your lock, Trevor. Screws out of here. I'm trying to find something to put these levers on. So that is the first lever also. So can't use a wire to pick this lock because of the design of the levers. They're kind of like curtains themselves. Once you get them lifted, there'd be no way to get that wire back through the lever pack. So had to use a wire on the first two levers because they were so high and hook wouldn't get up there and get them. So I had to kind of do that number right there to get that one fully where it needs to be. So for a lock with no false gates, that was a pretty difficult one to pick. All right, so eight levers. Again, as you can imagine, you get those levers set, there's no way to get that wire through there. So that's pretty effective design. Mix those up. So that lever in the back was almost a max lift, but it was possible to overset it. So when the levers are here and you tension the bolt, there's a spring mechanism in there, and that's what drops that blocker. Contact that stop. I'm not going to well, I can probably take this off. I do not want to lose anything out of this lock, but for thoroughness, I thought that was acting like it was a spring or like it was sprung, but I think it was just me torquing that screw. So there's the back of that. That's how that spring mechanism works. First time I've taken it apart, so I'm kind of figuring this all out with you for the first time. All right. Well, about all that comes off of there. So that is the Chatwood Invincible. Again, big congrats to Tony Sansan for being the first one to pick this. Now I'm going to go watch his video. I have not yet. I want to see how he approached this lock. I wanted to, I guess, give two different looks. It might be very similar to what I did here, but at least there's two different looks at approaching this lock. So can't wait to go check your video out, Tony. And Trevor, thank you again very much for allowing me the opportunity to pick this lock and get it packaged up and headed back to you. I think that's about all I can think of to say about it or to show on this lock. I don't think there's anything on the back of here. Okay, well, that's it. The Chatwood Invincible.